Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with the next part of my VTuber model, and I am doing the rest of the body. We're done with the skirt, we're done with the body for now, the corset part, and we are moving to the hair later on. But for now I'm working on the leg, and I've noticed that I've just a little bit over smudged the knee part, maybe. But one of the things that I have the habit of doing is to combine a little bit of shade of red with my paint, with my brownish color, because like you have this pinkish tone in your skin. So yeah, uh, so we're just gonna do the body line for the legs to make it more like slick and smooth and put together. So if you have not seen the previous parts on how I layered that skirt, or how did I paint the corset or the body, or even from the beginning, you can do so by checking out my channel. But by the way, I had a question in the previous video, and ask whoever watched it until the end, that what color do you think I would change the hair to? Guess what? It's green again, just like the previous model. But here's the thing about the combination of green and pink together for me. I really like them. I really like them. I really do like it. I'm doing the hair lines in here. Okay, the line for, yeah, just the line art for the hair, and then we will start just render it and locking in the shadows, the lights, the color. And as you can see it, I have said it inside of the first video and for the previous VTuber model that I made, that I first paint the hair as one piece, as one illustration, because it helps a lot with the cohesiveness, cohesiveness, is that even a word? I don't know, of the model itself, okay, of how it looks. And then after I'm done with the hair, I will start to cut it into the different pieces that it is, as much as I want to give the hair bounce as it moves while it's being rigged, okay. And then I will overstretch the parts that the lined weight in the line art is one of the not most complicated, but it is one of the most complicated for me. Okay, I'm not saying that it is actually a most complicated part in every design and blah blah blah. No, for me it is a little bit complicated still, because I have a habit of putting the heavy line where I have a curve, but sometimes it should not be inside of that curve. It should be somewhere else that the curve meets another curve, or one line meets another line. And I ended up overdoing the weight of the line, and it's just so funny. Sometimes I really laugh at myself for this. But yeah, it's a struggle. That's one of my struggles. So one of the things that I want you to always remember is that I myself tried to do the anime artist style in the way that most of the anime artist styles, professional anime artist styles, do their art. But I still have a long way to go in that field. I still need a lot more practice. But here's the thing that I want you to know. I do not render my hair in a way that they do render their hair, and it's not written in the stone how you should or must render your hair. There is no law or rule. There is no specific way that you have to render your pieces. You have to do your art pieces in a very specific way. You do it the way that you feel it it resonates with you. Okay, I really do like this more painterly look on my hair, on the hair of my my models. Okay, so I go with that. And there's nothing wrong with those who do more anime style, those who do completely realistic styles. There is nothing about right or wrong when it comes down to art. Art is something that it's completely unique to the person, to the artist that is doing it. Okay, so be you and embrace how you do it, and do it in that way. There is nothing wrong in how you do it, or how you want to do it, or how you don't want to do it. Just be you. This is your world. Be you in your world. Okay? One thing that you do not have access to it in a Sketchbook Pro is the liquify and alpha lock, and the other one are the curves that you have access to in Photoshop. Why do I use SketchUp Pro? Is because it's so easy to work with it. And the first time that I wanted to start doing digital painting, which is like a year ago, and I started doing digital painting, and Photoshop looked so overwhelming. Same for Clip Painter Studio. And I got a little bit discouraged for doing that, and for picking up the brush and keep continuing painting and working with those applications. So I saw a Sketchbook Pro and I was like, yeah, I want with this one more. It feels less intimidating, and it makes me want to actually paint. So I learned how to do the painting with it and kept continuing with that. So yeah, because I can just get PSD file out of it, I really don't sweat over the fact that, oh my god, it's Sketchbook Pro. It's just not Photoshop. I don't have alpha like or something like that. I work with it. I work my way around it. Yeah. For the no, for the hair bun, you can see that I have these flower thingies because I was going with a flower theme. But later I was like, yeah, I don't like that yellow thing. So, and I don't want it to be such a really big chunk. This green matches really good with a really good, beautiful gold. Okay, so I wanted to put a gold inside of her hair, but I didn't want to be so chunky like these flowers, the big, chunky, goldy flowers. So I completely changed the whole entire hair piece later, and you will see it. It's another type of these like flowy lines that I love to work with it, and I love it. I'm obsessed with that hair piece. Like if I could just have it in real life, I would be the happiest girl ever. So I don't know. Let me know your thought about it in the comment section later on. Okay? Do you remember I told you I suffer a lot for not putting my darkest shadows in the darkest color that they should be? And I keep suffering because of that. You witnessed me continuing suffering. It's so funny to me because I am completely aware of the suffering, but yet still I cannot control it. Every single time that I want to do a new piece or whatever, I just keep doing it the same way. I keep doing it in a suffering way. I love to suffer. I love problems. It's just, it gives me that vibe. But yeah. One thing that I want you to remember is that as much as you keep the mirror effect in your hair, in your design, it will be easier for the rigger. If you're rigging, you already know this. If you do not rig and you are just a designer, always remember that the more you keep the mirror effect in your design, the easier and more relaxed your designer, your rigger would be. But sometimes, for example, on the bang in this hair, as much as I could, I just kept it as like mirrored. But the section, the middle section, the mid part, I just had no other option but to go for these different lines, because you don't want to have the like all the lines to have the same way and look, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. Bye.